Tensions continue to escalate in the Middle East as Iran's nuclear situation evolves. Meanwhile, a tragic event unfolds in Texas with an active shooter incident. Join us as we explore these stories and more. Here are today's top 10 stories you need to know. The former police chief of Uvalde is set to appear in court, facing scrutiny for his actions during a tragic school shooting incident. This case has garnered significant attention as it raises questions about law enforcement protocols during emergencies. Background context shows that the Uvalde shooting prompted widespread outrage and calls for accountability. The impact of this court case could have lasting effects on policing practices and public trust in law enforcement. As the trial approaches, many are eager to see how the legal system addresses these pressing issues. The outcome could influence training and procedures for police departments across the country. Observers are closely monitoring developments in this high-profile case, which has reignited discussions about school safety and emergency response. As global markets fluctuate, economic uncertainty continues to rise, with analysts warning of potential downturns. Contributing factors include escalating geopolitical tensions, persistent inflationary pressures, and ongoing supply chain disruptions that have yet to stabilize. The post-pandemic recovery has shown uneven progress across different regions, resulting in significant disparities in economic performance. This uncertainty threatens to erode consumer confidence and stifle investment as businesses brace for potential challenges. Many companies are now reassessing their strategies to adapt to this changing landscape. The global economy stands at a critical juncture, with the decisions made by governments and central banks becoming increasingly vital. Policymakers must implement effective measures to mitigate risks and foster stability. In the coming months, the direction of economic recovery will largely depend on how these entities respond to the prevailing challenges. An Ontario court has raised the damages owed by Iran to a torture victim to $560 million, marking a significant legal ruling with extensive implications for human rights advocacy. This decision highlights the persistent struggles faced by victims of human rights abuses in their pursuit of justice against oppressive regimes. Historically, many victims have sought accountability for the Iranian government's actions, and this ruling could serve as a catalyst for further legal action. The increased damages may escalate tensions between Iran and Canada, potentially complicating diplomatic relations. Moreover, this ruling raises critical questions about the enforcement of such judgments internationally, as victims' advocates hope it encourages others to come forward. The court's decision could also reshape global perceptions of Iran's human rights record. As legal and diplomatic discussions continue, the focus will shift to how the Iranian government responds and whether this ruling will inspire similar legal challenges worldwide. In a landmark moment for the aerospace industry, SpaceX has officially begun trading on the stock market, marking a new chapter for the company. Founded in 2002 by Elon Musk, SpaceX has consistently pushed the boundaries of space travel with groundbreaking technologies, including reusable rockets and ambitious Mars colonization plans. Over the years, SpaceX has attracted billions in investments, transforming the landscape of private space exploration. The impact of this trading debut could be far-reaching, potentially attracting more investors to the burgeoning space sector, which has seen increased interest following recent advancements in satellite technology and commercial space travel. Analysts anticipate that this move will create a ripple effect, encouraging other private aerospace companies to consider public offerings. As SpaceX expands its operations, including the development of the Starship spacecraft, the industry is poised for exciting developments. Investors and industry experts will closely monitor the stock's performance, with expectations that it will shape the future of space exploration investments. In a surprising move, the Pentagon has released a third batch of UFO files, reigniting public interest in unidentified aerial phenomena. This latest release contains previously classified information, offering new insights into encounters reported by military personnel, including pilots and radar operators. Historically, the U.S. government's interest in UFOs dates back to the mid-20th century, but recent years have seen a significant shift toward transparency. The establishment of the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force in 2020 marked a turning point in how the government addresses these encounters. The release of these files has sparked widespread speculation and intrigue among the public and researchers alike, leading to a surge in academic studies and media coverage. The impact of this disclosure could influence future investigations into aerial phenomena and shape public perception about national security and extraterrestrial life. As interest continues to grow, the Pentagon may face increasing pressure to provide further information, with many eagerly anticipating what the next release will unveil. In an important health development, the FDA has granted emergency use authorization for a groundbreaking drug aimed at combating screwworm infestations in pets. This decision comes amid rising concerns over these parasites, which can inflict severe harm on animal health, causing pain and even death if left untreated. Screwworms lay their eggs in open wounds, leading to rapidly worsening conditions that require immediate veterinary intervention. The authorization of this drug is expected to have a significant impact, as it provides pet owners with a vital tool to protect their animals from these dangerous parasites. Veterinarians are eager to incorporate this new treatment into their practices, believing it could dramatically reduce the number of screwworm-related cases. As the drug becomes available, its effectiveness and safety will be closely monitored in real-world settings. Continued education for pet owners will play a crucial role in preventing infestations. This authorization underscores the FDA's commitment to enhancing animal health standards, paving the way for more innovative solutions in veterinary medicine. Former FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried has lost a bid to overturn his conviction, a decision that carries significant implications for the cryptocurrency industry. Bankman-Fried was found guilty of fraud and conspiracy charges, which have sent shockwaves throughout the financial sector. FTX, once a leading player in cryptocurrency trading, collapsed dramatically in late 2022, leading to billions in losses for investors and raising urgent questions about regulatory oversight in the digital currency space. The court's ruling not only solidifies Bankman-Fried's legal troubles, but also sets a precedent for accountability within the rapidly evolving cryptocurrency market. Analysts suggest that his conviction could deter potential investors, leading to a more cautious approach towards crypto investments and innovation. The regulatory environment is likely to become increasingly stringent as authorities seek to prevent similar collapses in the future. As the cryptocurrency community navigates this tumultuous period, the outlook remains uncertain, with many anticipating that regulatory frameworks will evolve significantly in response to these events. Investors will need to adapt to a new landscape shaped by this landmark case. An active shooter situation has unfolded in Texas, sending shockwaves through the community. Authorities responded swiftly to reports of gunfire, with law enforcement arriving on the scene within minutes. Background context reveals that Texas has experienced several tragic incidents in recent years, prompting widespread concern over gun violence and its implications for public safety. This latest incident has left residents grappling with fear and uncertainty, as witnesses described a chaotic scene, with many individuals scrambling for safety and shelter. The immediate impact is profound, not only shaking the community, but also reigniting national discussions about gun control legislation and the adequacy of current measures to prevent such tragedies. As law enforcement works to secure the area and gather crucial information, the community is left to confront the emotional toll of this event. Many residents are now calling for increased legislative action and community safety initiatives. As investigations continue, focus will shift toward understanding the motives behind this shooting and assessing how to prevent similar incidents in the future, emphasizing the urgent need for comprehensive solutions to address gun violence. Amid rising tensions, reports indicate that the ceasefire situation related to Iran is intensifying, with both sides engaging in crucial de-escalation talks. This development comes on the heels of a series of violent clashes that have plagued the nation and its borders. Historically, ceasefires in conflict zones can lead to lasting peace, or conversely, serve as mere temporary pauses in violence. The backdrop of this situation is a long history of conflict in the region, marked by deep-seated grievances and geopolitical rivalries that have often rendered ceasefires fragile. The impact of a successful ceasefire could stabilize not only Iran, but also its neighboring countries, potentially reducing the influx of refugees and curbing regional terrorism. The international community is cautiously optimistic that this could pave the way for a broader peace agreement, fostering economic recovery and cooperation. However, skepticism remains, as previous ceasefires have repeatedly collapsed under pressure. The next few days will be critical in assessing whether these talks can yield tangible results. Observers are closely monitoring the situation for any signs of progress or setbacks, particularly as both sides face internal pressures. With negotiations underway, there is hope that a sustainable solution may be on the horizon. In a significant development, the U.S. military is reportedly planning contingencies to secure Iran's nuclear materials should a deal be reached. This strategic move comes amid ongoing negotiations aimed at curbing Iran's nuclear ambitions, a topic that has long been a flashpoint in international relations. Iran has faced intense scrutiny from the global community, particularly from Western nations, which fear the nation's potential to develop nuclear weapons. Previous agreements, like the 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, have faltered, leading to skepticism about the current negotiations. The implications of securing Iran's nuclear sites are vast, affecting regional stability and global security dynamics. If nuclear materials were to fall into the wrong hands, it could lead to catastrophic consequences. The U.S. is acutely aware of these risks, as evidenced by its military planning, which underscores the seriousness with which it is treating the situation. The outcome of these negotiations could redefine U.S.-Iran relations, potentially easing tensions or, conversely, escalating them if talks collapse. Additionally, the broader Middle East landscape could be significantly influenced by the results. As these discussions unfold, the stakes remain high, and the U.S. is likely to continue preparing for various scenarios to mitigate any fallout from a potential deal or its failure. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining the trajectory of these complex negotiations. Thank you for joining us today. Which story shocked you the most? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.